Well, what we wanted to do is, give a platform that was the same opportunity given to the students on the other side of this issue, and really sort of try and dispel the myth that gun control legislation is something that is for the kids. Because I know for many of the people that I've spoken to, and of course for myself, we're totally against this. We're totally for the Constitution, and so we are staging a walkout tomorrow. The advised time is 10 a.m., and we want it to be 16 minutes long.
16 minutes long, and what's the significance of the 16 minutes?
Well, it's really sort of a gesture to the school districts around the country who at least condoned or even promoted the anti-gun walkout that we're only going to ask for 1 minute less than what they did. We just want an opportunity to also air our side of the story, and hopefully the districts around the country will not engage in viewpoint discrimination, which we're already encountering some of that. We have a lot of schools in California. Some of those they are trying to crack down on right-wing views, but hopefully it goes off pretty well tomorrow.
Will, I think this is awesome what you're doing. I really commend you for standing up. The pushback from the schools does not surprise me that it's from California. The Parkland students in particular, the David Hoggs and the Emma Gonzalez's, they're making it seem like everyone in your generation is anti-gun. Everyone wants to ban guns, anti-Second Amendment. And you say that studies show that young people in our country are actually more pro-gun than our parents are. Talk to me about that.
Right. I think that, what you're seeing from the mainstream media is nothing less than lying by omission. I think that there is a orchestrated campaign to try to ignore, the majority, the silent majority in this issue. And, really what we wanted to do here is give a call to action to that silent majority and get them to wake up, say something. Otherwise, our generation will be defined by the mainstream media. And we have an obligation to instead define ourselves.
Right, and like I said, I think it's remarkable what you're doing. I wish you the best of luck. You said I would find it frustrating. I do find it frustrating as a millennial. I'm a little bit older than you, maybe 10 years older, but still in this young generation. I find it very frustrating to have these people acting like our generation all stands in solidarity against the Second Amendment when I think we don't. And like you said, I believe it was a Gallup poll that showed that 66% of young Americans say that concealed carry permits actually make us feel safer, actually keep us safer. And that's 10% higher than the older generations, which I find very interesting here. What would you say to the students from Parkland who are misrepresenting your views, if you could speak to them directly?
I would say, I think it's important that a republic functions as an adversarial system. So I think, it's like a court case. You need to have the prosecution and the defense before you try to reach a valid verdict. So I think it's fine that they aired their views, but I think now it's time for someone else to step up and give the other side of the story. If they would like to reach out to me and we could have a debate, try to promote civil discussion instead of, just people being, hateful towards each other, I'd be happy to do that. I think, it's important that we talk about this, ironically, like adults, and really try to reach a common sense solution here.